Alright, I just got back from Ohio last weekend, and I noticed that there's a lot of chargers like Florida, Georgia, going through like the southern states, and then when you get up north like towards Michigan, Ohio, there's not as many chargers, especially in the rural areas. You'll find them maybe like in Columbus, Cincinnati, like the bigger cities, but as far as like the outskirts, I think there was one charger within like 50 miles, 100 miles or something like that, in Ohio. So it's been like that for 3 or 4 years. So I don't know if they're planning on ever building more chargers, but I didn't really see that many. I think it was Mount Gilead. They had like 8 chargers or 10 chargers. It was next to like a car wash, and there was like a little convenience store across the street. But that was like the only place to charge. I tried. There was a couple like places that you could charge that were level 2, and there was some kind of a charger. I've seen a couple people charging their Ford Lightnings, but I could never get the chargers to work because I need an adapter to fit into my truck. So I was kind of limited. Tried a few times and just gave up. But it seems like there should be more chargers somewhere, sometime, somehow. It's fine if you have a charger at home, but if you're traveling, especially in the outskirts of Ohio, you're really going to be limited. Like Mount Gilead is like the only charger for like miles and miles and miles. So, but the truck did awesome. I can't wait till the full self-driving takes over. I just put it on cruise, and so basically I just had to steer it, but it would stop and start by itself. But it would be a lot easier if it was fly-by, or the full self-driving. The FSD would kick in. They're supposed to be kicking in maybe this month, like a month too late, but I'm probably going to be taking more trips. I also noticed that the tires are wearing pretty good. I've got almost a little over 14,000 miles, and I'm probably going to need tires, probably 15 to 20,000 miles. One of them is wearing a little bit more on the corner. I think it's the passenger front. I think it's misaligned, it's eating the edge off the tire. It's pretty rounded. The rest of the tires don't look too bad, but if you're driving 6,600 pounds, and I drive it pretty hard, it's going to wear your tires out. So I'm on the lookout for a good deal on tires. I found a few pairs on Amazon that were reasonable, right around $200 a pair piece. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. I'm going to try to stick with 10 ply if I can, something, because I do haul weight from time to time with this truck. So, but the trip was awesome. We went to Galion, Ohio. Went to Johnsville. Went to Kentucky. Missed the ARC by about 5 minutes, so hopefully next time we can go through. We're going to do the ARC tour. Just drove all over the country roads. I actually went, when we were going to see the ARC, when they were closing up shop, they said, you know what, if you want to drive around, there's another area where you can get pictures. And so we drove around, and we ended up going through a gorge, and like it was all washed out. And I'm so glad I had this truck, because if I was in anything else, I probably wouldn't have made it. It was like I should have took pictures. It was a super steep, washed out dirt road with rock, and we turned around, and when I went up, I didn't realize how steep it was and how washed out it was. But the truck did very good, crawled right up it, no problem, and in and out, and got us out of there. Instead, I had to drive all the way around the park. So it's kind of like Jurassic Park. Before you knew it, you were in trouble. So, but we had to stop about 3 or 4 times. I stopped a little bit more just to see, because we went up 75, and I didn't go up that way last time, so the chargers were a little bit different. I wanted to stop and kind of do a review, but it was taking too long. There were so many chargers, I had to start skipping chargers because there was so many, like, so close together. And this truck gets like over 300 miles per charge, so you really can skip a charger every now and again. And we didn't have much time. We only had like 4 or 5 days to go up there, visit, and come back. So we're limited, and I'm hoping next time I can either have more time or go by myself, and then that way I can spend more time and really do a good review on each of the chargers. But it was a good trip. We just had to travel I had to drive pretty much straight through on the way up. I tried to sleep when I was charging. On the way back, I was trying to drive straight through, and I was just too tired, so I slept probably like 4 or 5 hours. We charged up. As soon as it charged up, I pulled over, got out of the charging station, and found a spot to rest. So, but after that, I was good. We didn't have to stop in any hotels or anything like that, so I didn't get a chance to use my mattress because it was too hot, and I didn't want to get back there, and I wouldn't have been able to sleep anyway. But I think next time we'll do it in the winter or the fall when it's cooler out. And the weather was actually beautiful. We had a couple days that were like 70s, 75. So it was you could almost sleep in the back if I wanted to, but I decided not to. And we were in a hurry. I didn't have really time to sleep. We were just like taking 20, 30-minute naps. So it wasn't worth. We had so much stuff in the back. I would have to rearrange everything, and they had a bunch of luggage and stuff back there, so it was easier just to pull over, charge up, and sleep in the cab. So, but it was a really good trip. It was my first time. My daughter got to see Ohio. We got to. It was her first time. She got to go pick corn, pick soybeans, blackberries, strawberries. Got to see on my stepfather's side, they have farms up there. They got hundreds and hundreds of acres with cows, beef cows, and they have an old barn that's over 100 years old. It's doesn't have any nails. It's just built with like the old school way, and it's in really good condition. They keep it really clean. They have weddings in there. Drove past my old high school, drove past my old college, drove past where I used to live, so my daughter kind of got to see where I grew up at. We were supposed to have a class reunion, but our class reunion never even decided to do anything. But I think they had a multiple class reunion like last year or a couple months ago or whatever, but I missed that one. So I was hoping to catch everything at once, but hopefully maybe next time they'll have something organized so we can meet up. But I drove around, didn't really see anybody. Everybody's pretty much moved out of Ohio. There's no industry there. General Motors shut down, Tappan shut down, Westinghouse shut down. The only thing back there now is there's like a plastic company that's taken over. But other than that, there's not a lot of industry there. I was hoping Tesla would buy up some of that property. They have like lots and lots of acres up there, and problem is now that everybody's moved away, everybody would have to move back and have to migrate back there to work. But it would revitalize that part of the state. I mean, there's good people there, they just don't have jobs, so everybody's starting to move away. Good school systems, good infrastructure, so hopefully some industry will move back there. Hopefully Tesla, even if it's like a small plant, get some good jobs back there and pump some money back in the economy. So anyway, had an awesome trip. Daughter had an awesome time. My mom had an awesome time. Took lots of pictures. I put up a couple videos about kind of what we did. So hopefully you guys got a chance to see those. I don't know why this sun is like blaring down, but anyway, All right, well, I just wanted to do a quick review. I'll probably do a 15,000 mile review pretty soon coming up. It's where we at? We're at 14,116. So I got about a little less than 9,000 miles, which I'll probably do in a week or two, and I'll be at 15,000. It's probably a lot more miles than most Cybertrucks have on them, because I drive this thing every single day, drive it 250 miles plus on the weekends, so I'm putting 300 or 400 miles, maybe 500 miles a week on this thing, so it won't be long until I need tires. So, all right guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.